New updates in Lil Durk's case revealed information on his release date. To understand when, it's important to read. Words from Durk's father have Durk being released on a bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge can't refuse it.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
As strangely enough, during the court hearing, the prosecutors would submit their claim to drop Durk's lyrics as evidence. It reads, "Today, Lil Durk's court hearing had the prosecutors telling the judge they are willingly throwing away evidence against Durk," while reading it out loud during his court hearing in front of everyone. I wonder how this will affect the rest of his bond hearing. These are the lyrics. "Told me they got an Addy, go. Got the location, go. Look on the news, see your son screaming no, no," while also showing the news report of Quando yelling no.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
While them throwing the evidence out is a massive win for Lil Durk, the way they did it was very corrupt, as he's trying to receive a bond out of jail. However, Durk's lawyers loved it, explaining that the prosecutors tearing down their own evidence is making the case weak.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he mentioned, the case is getting weaker for the prosecutors, who can now no longer use Durk's lyrics anymore, which even resulted in Drew calling the charges a complete joke. The only evidence they had against Lil Durk was lyric-based. Now they're not even using it.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Act. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact. And that was, it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
However, a few days later, when the judge finally made his decision on Durk's bail, it was announced the feds say Lil Durk would need to go completely broke and give up all of his property to be granted a bond. They fear that he might use his fortune to place bounties on witnesses.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's going to have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
This then resulted in a viral tweet tweet reading, "If you think Durk was denied bond because he's rich, then you know nothing about the case. DD's brother literally just snitched on all of OTF, and instead of making it public, they are hiding it to catch Durk's lawyers by surprise." This would make a lot of sense as to why the prosecutors threw away all the evidence they had on Durk, as they just obtained a ton of new evidence from OTF DD's brother. I was able to find all the evidence. It's written, "The new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and OTF members have now changed the case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal, raising the question of, what did Lil Ted say to the feds? Ted is known as OTF DD's younger brother, who is Durk's main hitter. Ted was picked up by police at a local convenience store when he was seen having a firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Where it was this moment when Lil Ted would start breaking down in the back of the police car, crying his eyes out. Before even getting inside of the police station, he would tell the police, and quote, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings," hoping not to be placed into jail, but he was already too late.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Ted is then seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more to just snitch on the gang members that he knows did crimes, and just so he can go home.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With OTF DD being his older brother, when there was news of someone snitching with their family's last name in the court paperwork, everyone just assumed it was DD. Being Lil Durk's main guy, he would be the one to snitch out of anyone else, as he's gonna receive a lot of prison time. As things got so crazy online, OTF Bezu had to go on IG Live to calm everyone down.
No motherfucker know what's going on. But them people that's in them courtrooms, man, for real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on, for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all done threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on, for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate and nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
Things got so crazy, there was even news of OTF Vonnie allegedly snitching against Lil Durk, who is King Von's cousin.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von's cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
There's a lot more behind this, as the feds are concerned if Durk is released, he will place bounties on his ops and those involved in the case, so then he can have a chance of winning. But it seems like he already did. It was announced Lil Durk's day one homie Gleesh passed away last night in Chicago. This resulted in a viral tweet reading, "Has anyone heard from OTF Jam after he snitched on Durk?" There's several OTF gang members that are gone, but low-key he's been gone for months, as Jam was originally outed for being a snitch on DJ Vlad's show.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name. Because now he put everyone in a jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case. But eventually he flipped.
As once this hit news headlines, the news then read, OTF Jam was just found by OTF members. Hiding out in a crib outside of Atlanta, sources claim Jam was dealt a punishment for snitching on OTF owner Lil Durk, as there was a photo of a crime scene outside of a house that Jam was staying at, as no one has heard from him since. As it was this Instagram live where Lil Durk noticed that Jam was wired up. Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it, and playing around with the wire.
Check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I know what happened to Dare. Architect. What happened to who? What happened to Dare?
As months before even being arrested, Durk knew Jam was acting strange. It was announced Durk has been playing 3D chess the entire time. He knew OTF Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
But the story gets even crazier from here, and allow me to explain. Later on in that interview, Durk would end up saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives anymore, giving no information to anyone. You can tell how sad he is knowing Jam snitched.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been to my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the.
You gotta watch. Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
Now, OTF Jam is the same man that Durk gifted $50,000 to during this IG Live. But I want you to pay attention to those in the background of the video. It's very important for what happened next.
What's his name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so baby mama get the tripping, bro. See that?
Feed
for my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. No sitting up there doing all this, sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did it all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12.
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Now, the feds investigated those in the background of the IG Live. Those same men were seen jewelry shopping with King Von, making it very clear they were all very close friends, and the feds have a hunch it was this meetup where they planned the hit of Lil Pab.
Solitary
Stone. We just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
As mysteriously after Lil Pab passed away, OTF Jam was not seen for around a month in the OTF circle, which is why Lil Durk randomly went on IG Live one day and just began laughing after being told to slide.
You can't see other shit, boy. What? Tweak on my folks. Hey, somebody always said, slap a car. Somebody always said, slap a car.
With all of this evidence going against Durk, he still has one last chance of being released from jail, and it actually reveals when he will be released. Academics would ask Drew if Lil Durk would entertain a plea deal. Drew says no, we're going all the way, and there's for one specific reason.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's gonna be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
Now they are going all the way, as Durk's lawyers have been keeping this in their back pocket to just win the case outright, explaining that all Durk does online and in his music is express his First Amendment right.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.
As it looks so good for Lil Durk, lawyers online are even saying that he'll be released from jail just like Young Thug was in the end.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we'd look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months before.
As his release date would then be revealed, a lawyer looked into it and was able to find it out. So like the video if you want Lil Durk released from jail.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, didn't actually kill the guy, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him, that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.